Libra, welcome to your in-depth reading for yours and theirs. Let's get going. Baseline, clarifiers, oracles, charms, all of it. Show me Libra and their person, please. Show me Libra and their person. Show me Libra and their person. Like always, your person does not have to be significant other, spouse, boyfriend, girlfriend, or lover type thing. It's whoever fits that particular dynamic as I'm describing it, in which case it could be a family member, friend, co-worker. It's up to you, okay? So take what resonates, leave what does not. Reverse energies as it applies. It may not apply to you at all, too, because it is a general collective reading, which is to say you may not see yourself in it at all. So check your other placements. You will find yourself in there somewhere, yeah? Show me Libra and their person. Show me Libra and their person. Show me Libra and their person. Show me Libra and their person, please. Show me Libra and their person. Oh, you might see a break in the video message. We're leaning more towards the afternoon, which means my daughter will be home from school soon, and then you will see it pick back up. People ask me what that's like. She goes upstairs to do her homework so I can finish up, you know. Everybody has their own kind of particular working pace and rhythm. We work around each other. It's no big deal. Starting with your side, but as I just said, reverse those energies as you see fit. The Magician, the Ten of Swords, and the Queen of Swords. Honey, you done made up your mind about something. Ooh, the Wheel of Fortune, the Seven of Swords. And okay. You have your own blessing. You know what's up. You know what to expect from this by now. I don't even know. I'm not even 2 minutes in. I'm already thinking about why am I saying this. We'll see. Because as far as I can tell, they absent, they're no-show. It's a whole bunch of yada, 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 nothing. I got time attached to this person. They've had more than enough time to turn around and face the issues with you, but they choose not to. The Seven of Swords. So it's a repetitive fighting behavior with the Five of Wands. Because it happens when we don't want to deal with our shit, and somebody else wants us to, we're just going to fight and ignore everything else, right? But they've had plenty of time to turn around and face facts, man. So if you are summoning forth the will to end this and to be in alignment with you, I can already tell you, just again, 2 minutes in, I already agree with it. So, why am I saying this? Do you know? Okay. Temperance, Six of Cups, the Knights of Swords. Interesting. I'm going to hold off thoughts about that. The Hierophant. In your general overview, strong sense of higher self, spiritual commitment, or full-on commitment. Let's take a look-see. Let's take a look-a-do. Okay, this is interesting. I'm going to hold off on this. Just shared has me raising my eyebrow. Temperance, Six of Cups, the Knights of Swords. We'll see. We'll get to that. We're going to start right here with your Hierophant. You might have some Taurus in your chart. Oh. Crack? Well, there's a reason why I'm wearing this. Let's see that Hierophant, please. Show me that Hierophant in the general overview. Show me that Hierophant, please. It's almost like you're saying to this person, what do you want? Right? What do you want? Otherwise, I'm going to sort it for us, or because I'm leaning towards this. What do you? It's kind of blunt, you know. But at some when you keep playing dodge the bullet like that, and you just want to know what the other person wants at this point, sometimes you have to make that decision for everybody. You know how it is when you're in a group of like 4 or 5 people and you all want to go out to eat, but nobody in that group refuses to say what they actually want or where they want to go. And it's kind of like, guys, if I'll decide for us. And typically that's what happens. And typically that's what the group wants to happen, is for one person to take over and say, this is what we're doing. It's kind of like to not choose is still a choice. To not change or address an issue is still a choice. That doesn't make it any less real just because somebody doesn't want to deal with it. So, you know, this I'm very curious about, I must admit. We'll get to that. Sorry, it's just you do these for years and years, you already kind of see where something's going. But if there's like something there, makes me raise my eyebrow. Like, okay, I'll give it a shot. I'll play along. Let's see that Hierophant, please. Let's see that Hierophant. Let's see that Hierophant. Oh! Sharp little crack there. All right. What's going on? Ace of Wands. Ace of Pentacles. Two of Wands. You want to know if you could have a new beginning. You want to know if you can have a new beginning. You feel like you've waited long enough. There's a part of you in your higher self that says, this is probably what I should do. Because you are your first commitment, 100%. Yeah, everything begins with the self, guys. You can't really commit to someone else if you don't commit to yourself first. So if you don't know who you are, what you're about, what you're agreeing to, what you're not agreeing to, what you stand up for, what you don't stand up for, what you say yes to, what you say no to, then you never will with somebody else. And a big chunk, let's make this clear, of your energy is like, I want to give myself permission for new. I feel like that's right for me. I feel like it might be right for the both of us. Like I said, if you're now in that position where you're having to make decisions for two people because somebody's refusing to participate, it makes sense. It's kind of like you're saying, I can authorize a new beginning for me, and then if I separate from this, it means a new beginning for you too. Think about it. Think about it. But really, I see you contemplating this for yourself. Ace of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, Two of Wands. You're waiting. You're waiting. Are you waiting on yourself to fully understand the situation? Are you waiting on you to give yourself full permission? Because the Hierophant's permission, guys, is not just commitment. It's commitment to the self. Yes or no. Is this right for me? Is this wrong for me? And he has more of a tendency to say no than he does say yes. So to see him so close to saying yes to this so powerfully is interesting. That tells me you're more probably spiritually prepared than you know for a new beginning. It's almost like you want to officially hear from them what they have to say before you make the decision, maybe. I don't know. I don't know. But it's with you. I haven't seen you acted on it yet. Two of Wands, not yet. The decision's there. It's cooking. It's brewing. The officiousness of the decision, I should say. Committing to it. Representing commitment to the self. And I'm not saying this as renewed. It's... I want to give myself permission for new. But I have to officially clear this up. Or maybe you're waiting on them in the 11th hour to get their shit together and say, this is what I want. I don't know. Honey, you got more than 1 foot out the door, but you are looking back over. It's like, are you sure you don't have anything to say? Are you sure? Are you sure? Because I don't want to be held like responsible for the guilty one for making the decision for two people because you couldn't speak up. So you better speak up now. Or for her hold your peace, yeah? All right, let's do it. Let's talk about it. Let's see that Magician, please. Let's see that Magician. This does not feel casual. This does not feel casual at all. Okay? But you are showing me you are either giving up on a manifestation or you are manifesting the will to end this. Let's see which way. The Hierophant twice. Ay, ay, ay. You have some very strong Taurus in your chart. Very. Okay. You are losing reasonably what looks like your will to manifest this any more than you already have, and I don't blame you at this point. It's looking like you've given this a damn good measure of your time, energy, effort, and attention. I don't say that casually. I can tell you put a lot of yourself into this. And at the spiritual level and at the commitment level, you really, I'm looking heavily at committed energy, guys. It's not casual at all. This is not, well, we met at the bar a week ago, and I'm totally into that Libra guy, so tell me, is he the one? It's never the one, ever. I never hear that he's the one when you just met them, like, over drinks at that bar that one time we were out with your girls. No, that's never the one. That's usually a lesson. That's usually a lesson. But no. So my point is to you who were just like super casually wanting to check this situation out. This is not a super casual situation. This is a super committed situation. And we got commitment on the line, folks. Okay. We're talking final pass or whatever the sports analogy is. Yeah, you put a lot of effort into this repetitively. And you did so under commitment. Again, this is what you said you agreed to, so you did it. And you manifested that for a long time. I'm going to put the best of myself into this. I'm going to keep at it. I'm going to keep at it. It's more than the college try here. This is the life try. I signed up for this I know what I signed up for, and I'm going to continue to manifest the best of myself and my intentions and put that into this. And you did it for a long while. 9 of Wands, it's like you're exhausted, trying to put the best of yourself into something that perhaps isn't given back to you in equal measure. Okay? But you kept at it. You fought that good fight, and that's how you saw it. Commitment's no easy thing, right? That's what you told yourself. And that's true. Commitment is no easy thing. People ask me all the time, do you believe in commitment? Yes, I do. 100%. It depends on how much you commit to yourself first, going back to my opening point. So yes, just because I very strongly believe in commitment, and commitment to the self first, doesn't mean I can meet someone of equal caliber. You understand? So know what you're bringing to the table first, before you try to evoke that from someone else. Okay, because I want people to meet their equal, not give in excess. When you give in excess, you get shortchanged. It's a formula that always ends up that way. It might take, 8 days to 8 years, but eventually that formula wears out, which is what I'm seeing. I'm seeing a formula wear out for you. You're at a point now where it's not working. You manifested the best that you could for a long time. And you meant it. You believed it. You said commitment's no easy thing. No, you're right. It's not. It's not whatsoever. It's hard enough for the self, never mind with someone else, right? But if two people really want each other, love each other, and they have the same goals, they'll get through it. I don't care if you have 2 cents to rub together. If 2 people want to make that 2 cents work and to grow it into something, they will. So when I say everything begins with the self, that's what that means. If that's all you're bringing to the table, but it's your best 2 cents, the person puts together their best 2 cents, then it grows. Okay, so 10 of Swords. It's interesting, I'm seeing 2 sides of your Hierophant. The one that wants to give you permission for a new beginning, and the one that says this is what I committed to. So again, when I say this isn't casual, not a casual decision. Not a casual decision. Let's see that 10 of Swords, please. Let's see that 10 of Swords. Let's see that 10 of Swords. Let's see that 10 of Swords, please. Oh, shit. Whoa. That was a delayed whoa, because I wanted to make sure I was understanding this correctly. Whoa. No shit. Let me explain it. I literally just got done saying I'm seeing 2 sides to the Hierophant. One that knows, that's a really strong fucking knowledge, by the way, knows that they could commit to a new beginning. I don't know why you know that, but you know it really strongly. And the other one that knows you're committed to something and you put yourself into it, and that's what you signed up for. And it's like, that's really interesting division. It is very clear. And I'm like, okay, it's game day. It's time to make that decision. You showed me a cycle over that 10 of Swords. One door has the proposition, I should say. All I can do is read energies in the proposition of it. I can't guarantee anything. But I do know this. The Libra I'm looking at, and I don't think you're Libra dominant. We're talking obscure placement, kind of like what I saw, I think, for Gemini. As one door literally closes for you, you understand another one opens. Whoa. If you're saying the love is gone, then so is this. And my need to work on it and keep throwing the best of myself into it, that goes too. You want to know where that door opens? Lovers. Wow. That's a hard swinging door. The fact that you have, because typically most people they just resist cycles. They just know that something could happen and they don't want to deal with it. They don't want to change. They want more, but they're not willing to think about more. They just think about the consequences of something being over. So they don't really see how the door can open. They just see it closing, and that's it. They don't see how the door's opening or the window's opening. They just see it closing. That's it. Life's over, right? You see the door for what it is. You understand that if one closes, another one's opening. And it's so... Damn, did I call it? I was wondering what this was. That's the only reason I hung in there at 2 minutes. I was like, this is something right here. This, maybe. I wasn't convinced it was the same person, and that's why I refrained from interpreting it. Okay. We're going to keep on keeping on now. Let's see that Queen of Swords. Let's see that Queen of Swords. Let me, oh, goodness me. Oh, goodness me. Oh, goodness me. Yes, yes, yes. There's Queen of Swords. Oh, I'm on the trail now. Show me that Queen of Swords, please. Let's see that Queen of Swords. Show me that Queen of Swords. All right, hot stuff. What you looking at? What you thinking? Oh. I'm seeing a bracelet on somebody's wrist. I don't know why. What does that have to do with anything? You would know. I say that because I want an explanation. Just because I see it doesn't mean it makes sense to me, guys. It fits in or it doesn't. I'm seeing a bracelet hang on somebody's wrist and somebody watches it. What is that? What about that bracelet? You want to know where it came from? I'm not sure. There's a bracelet, and it's not just a bracelet, it's the kind that has dangles on it or something. It dangles and I don't know why I'm seeing it through somebody's eyes. I have no idea. That's driving me bananas. Ace of Cups, Ace of Swords. You've made up your mind. Okay. You showed me new, not once but twice, and I've seen something like this, not seen it exactly like this, but somebody who had such a strong sense of a new beginning, it was undisputed. There's several concepts here that you are understanding, and you understand very well that commitment does begin with the self. Yes, congratulations, that's a big step one. A lot of people have no idea what commitment is until they enter it, and they're like, what is this? Hey, well, you wouldn't know. You never committed to yourself. How could you commit to something else bigger than you, right? Okay. So you seem to know that commitment begins with the self and that you could commit to a new beginning. I see you choosing that. There is no confusion here. That it's not just leaning. You've chosen at some point on your future timeline. When that is, I couldn't say. And you're watching this door close and also open simultaneously. So that's really strong sight or vision. But it's undisputed fact in your mind. It's done. Or it will be. You're at that hinge point now. As you continue to watch that door close a little bit more every day, you also see it begin to open a little bit more every day. It's pretty wild, man. That's gnarly. Because you're saying, I need new. You have all the aces. Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Wand, Ace of Cup, Ace of Swords. That's literally all the aces. It's all the aces. But with a common concept, again. So not just you committing to new and knowing that new is correct for you. Because here's what's before you. It has yet to be decided. You have decided upon it in future. It's firm. And there's something bigger at play here that says that you wish for something more. Okay, you wish for an emotional support system that's actually healthy and shows up for you and loves you. It's a bigger banner of what you've been exposed to. More than just commitment and working through commitment. Something that's larger, something that stays with you every day, all day. Knowing that you are loved and supported in all the right ways. But it also comes under the guise of new. I know it's for me. I know new love is for me. I know this new opportunity is before me, and I'm genuinely excited. I embrace it. I won't reject it. Right now, you see you in this phase. That door's closing. And at the same time, another opens, and this is how it works. Just most people don't know that one's opening. They're too busy concentrating on a door that's closing. You seem to know one's opening. It's powerful knowledge to have, my friend. I congratulate you. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Wow. I'm almost afraid to look at this, but we must do our jobs, yes? Show me that Wheel of Fortune, please. I don't know what to call your message, honey. Just new? New? That's it? Just new. Just new? Just new. Just new. I don't know. Ooh, Libra season's been powerful for you, eh? Oh, that reminds me. I'm so sorry. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. You know, happy birthday to all my Librans. I have so much Libra in my own particular chart, so I can feel the influence a lot. You know, but this is really strong. Really strong. Some of you are just feeling your season, honey. Maybe that's it. Maybe you gave yourself that particular standard, although I have to insist for some of you are not Libra dominant. And what is Libra dominant? So that's going to be sun, that's going to be rising. Moon is a big one. But I don't know that yours is any of those. It feels different. Let's see that Wheel of Fortune, please. But yeah, but if it is your birthday and this is you, happy birthday to you. And for some of you, by my birthday, this is done. I know. I'll know what I'll be doing by my birthday. All right, let's see this Wheel of Fortune attached to this person. 7 of Swords. I ain't trying to deal with change. 5 of Wands. I'm going to fight you, but I'm not going to actually address the issues. Awesome. That always works well, right? Let's see that Wheel of Fortune, please. 3 of Pentacles. The 3 of Cups. The Sun. You know, I can tell that this person easily connect. It's weird because you're showing me such high levels of commitment towards this, and they're showing me I can get along with you. And it makes me feel good. It's been like that for a long time, so don't rock the boat. You know, I got a special feeling for you. You know? This is appropriate when you're just starting to connect with somebody. That's fine. But when you've been together forever and a day, it should not look like this. It's like, I enjoy your company. You know? It's good, man. It's good. I enjoy your company. It's good. It's, well, okay. It's so weird. You're showing me full out commitment. I put my heart and soul into this, and they're like, we can keep this going. It feels okay. A little different. A little different. Show me that 7 of Swords, please. Show me that 7 of Swords. Show me that 7 of Swords. Show me that 7 of Swords, please. I mean, it's okay if that's what you committed to in terms of a relationship. We're companionable. That's what this is. We're companionable. We more or less enjoy each other's company. Let's not make it out to be any more than that. That's what I'm saying. The 7 of Swords, the 9 of Wands, 8 of Pentacles. What did you show me? You were proud to put the best of yourself into this, and you kept at it. They're like, I don't necessarily know that this is my best or that I even want it. I don't give to it as much as you do. That's my bad. But I don't really want to address it or be confronted about it. Wow. So yeah, no, the commitment doesn't mean the same to them. It's like they're getting by, man. They're skimming that fucking surface of effort and intent. And I know they get a pleasurable sort of, it feels good to connect to. It's weird, man. You two have completely different definitions of commitment. Like my everything to the point of it breaks my back. So they're like, I'm skimming the surface of contribution, but I'm also here. They don't like thinking about how much they don't contribute compared to you. I wouldn't either if I was them. That's a little off. It's a little skewed. Okay. That's a little off. I'm putting in the same effort as Libra. Yeah, I can say that was, I can maybe even I can believe that. They don't like thinking about it. Yeah, it's because the contribution's not equal. I mean, this is some self-esteem shit right here. 9 of Wands, 8 of Pentacles, the 2 of Pentacles. I'm resisting putting any little work. You showed me resistance that I'm going to keep doing this. Okay, that's insistence upon your commitment and putting the best of it, and you did it longer than you should have. This person resists putting the real self into it. They kind of do what they need to get by. Oh, that's so disappointing. Well, I mean, it is what it is, honey. You know, it's like, yeah, the companionability between you and I, we're friendly, we're cool, we have a good time, right? Let's keep that going forever. And I'm going to lie to myself about how much I'm actually putting into this. Got a little attitude in there, too, as well as avoidance. And 5 of Wands, I'm going to fight you about it. Yeah, I can kind of see your decision making here. So let's just finish this person's up. I'm more interested in seeing this. This actually looks conducive to your health and your sense of self and commitment and love. You know, that shit. I'm not trying to, I just want to get past this, honey, so I can just check you out in your new adventure. That's all. I want what you clearly deserve. And since you have such a sharp vision in mind of this door closing, and it's closing before your eyes. Let's make that clear. This door is fucking closing before your eyes, specifically your love for it. And it opens in the same degrees towards something else. Every time you close this door a little bit on this chapter every day, the more a door opens somewhere metaphorically or spiritually to somewhere else. And I see where that somewhere else is, and it's quite powerful. I don't know if this is a lover you have yet to meet, but you're showing me all aces, like you're all in. You're all in, baby. Let's see that Five of Wands. Let's see that Five of Wands. I don't like that lack of contribution, but also the willingness to completely avoid it, sidestep it. I don't want to talk about it. Real work. I mean, I told you that it's not. When you see a commitment like this, the work you put into it is going to be minimal. Let's make that clear. And that is minimal. Oh my. That's like, we get along well enough, right? That. Okay. Let's see that Five of Wands, please. Knights of Cups, Two of Cups, Seven of Wands. They're arguing with you about the same shit. How someone treats you is how they feel about you. Okay, so the fact that this person gets out of and finds ways to dodge any real efforts to making this connection work or commit to it working as much as you do, tells me that what they have to deliver to you on the emotional level is going to be restricted and frustrating and guarded. They have a hard time. How can you justify saying I love you to somebody when their actions don't back it up? See what I'm saying? So this is what the mouth says, but the action is something else altogether. You were always, I will say, in alignment towards this until you stopped being. Okay, when you saw the disparity of it, particularly in the contribution. So you don't get to do that. You don't get to say, I love you, kind of, but I can't really prove it to you the same way that you can. But it's still love. It's still love. It is still love. It's just not the kind that you benefit from, that you need, want, or desire in any way helps you. Okay? But yeah, it's technically love. You can say you love somebody, but it's not really good, is it? I feel like this person does just enough homework to get a passing grade, but they have no intention of making all A's, never mind exceeding expectations. You understand? Your concept of commitment and what they're willing to contribute are two different things. And I know that they say that they love you, and I believe that they do, but this is the person who's not willing to show it. They're a little... Okay. Now, as I was saying, you know what's intriguing to me? They start fighting for their feelings for this when you're like, it's done. I've chosen you. And that's when they suddenly muster up some sort of emotionality towards you, and even then it's guarded and... It's like they're trying to say I love you too late, and they don't have enough background, like real 3D background energy to support their claim. Again, you can love... honey, I've known people who lock themselves into relationships because they insist they love the other person, but they're not actually contributing to it. They just want to feel secure and loved, but they themselves have no interest. Lack of insight, gumption, energy, or anything to put something real and positive into it. And that's just the Libra I'm looking at. You're all about that. I got to put the best of myself into something, or what's the point? Why? There's nothing to believe in. And I know that you rocked that particular formula because it was your truth, but that doesn't mean it was this person's truth, you know. And this whole, yeah, we can be together as a couple. You're showing me high levels of commitment, aptitude, fortitude, strength of will, dedication, principles, all the good stuff. Everything that you could want in a partner who does the commitment thing and signs up and says, I know me, I know I want this. And they're showing me we get along pretty well. That should sustain us forever. I'm not going to do too much, though. I feel like as soon as they connected... well, that might be out of line. The impressions hit me, and I was telling this to somebody the other day. I have the obligation to to speak to them or to try to make sense of them, or to not, because I have that position of I need to be honest with you, but I don't want it to be taken to a wrong place. And I feel like when they connected, for some of you, not all of you, some of you, I'm trying to get it, for some of you this is confirmation. Okay. When they connected with you, it's like, okay, I can give up now. I can stop working. I can stop taking care of myself. I landed this one. We'll get along fine. And I'll skim along the surface, keep the relationship going. Every now and again, I'll poke my head out the door, remind them who's in charge, what to do. They just need a to-do list. And I'll throw some of my weight around on occasion to look like I'm engaging, but not really. So it's kind of like this. I'm in this now. I can give up everything. Every now and again, I see them throw their weight around and say I'm contributing, but not really. And just because somebody's yelling at you to do something doesn't mean they care about you. It just means that they have to occasionally shift some energy, improve some energy to show that they're there. I'm not impressed, man. I'm not impressed with this show of emotion in the 11th hour, because they're pissed off. They're pissed off. And yeah, they do love you, but it's not in love, baby. That's not in love. It's not in love. It's a lot too late. And even then, it's still too little too late. I mean, I'm sure the fit that they're throwing in the future, and that's a fit. Let's make that clear. That's a little emotional fit. They put themselves into that situation, and that's the last desperate efforts of a fool who didn't realize what they had until it was on its way out the fucking door. And what did I tell you, honey? You had more than one foot out. I told you. What did I tell you? Rewind that. You were looking back. Are you sure? Are you sure you don't have more to say or more to do? Because there's something about the easygoingness of this. Like, you made this that's what it is. You made this relationship easy for them, didn't you? Rather, not relationship, let's draw a line through that. You made this commitment easy for them, didn't you? You told yourself whatever it is you told yourself about this person, right? Excusing them. Well, this is why they're giving that up, or this is why they don't participate, and this is why they don't work anymore, and this is why they don't take care of themselves anymore, right? But every now and again, they would snap to make sure that you remembered that they are still part of this. Not necessarily in it for the right reasons, but they were part of it, right? So they throw their weight around on occasion, remind you who's who. Am I right? You're smarter than you know, you're more prepared than you know. And you understand the situation a lot better than they know. Okay. Now let's jump on over here to Temperance, Six of Cups, Knight of Swords. Now this is interesting. I want to see this. This is interesting. I'm sorry, I'm not impressed. And I think there's just too much damage, particularly neglect. People don't understand how damaging neglect and indifference is until you've been in it and you know what it's like to take the commitment seriously. The other person's just floating by. They just don't, it's just agreeable. It's kind of lazy, right? Until you know what that's like, but understanding that, it might have worked at the time. And people have a way of showing who they really are over time, You've proven your level of commitment and what you expect over time. And I know that they probably had something more to offer once upon a time, but their reasons for staying, I can get along with this for a while. I don't know what that is, man. I don't know what that is. Let's see Temperance, please. Let's see that Temperance. Healing, patience, compassion, forgiveness. Six of Cups, Knight of Swords. Very interesting. The Magician, the Nine of Swords, the Ace of Swords. Yeah. Okay. So you're at that point now where you're starting to understand some hard truths, and Temperance is the consolidation of difficult feelings on the inside. Very difficult. In other words, not easy. And the more you show yourself temperance and compassion, the more you are, in fact, manifesting what's in your best interest as opposed to what's in the best interest for the commitment. Again, that's the differentiation between commitment to the self and commitment to something else. You have to know what it is that you commit to yourself first before you can do it with someone else. And, you know, it's you coming to very strong terms with this Ace of Swords, a difficult truth. It's not the easiest thing to understand whatsoever, but you are pulling it from the universe. I need to understand about this. Because it doesn't make me feel good. It makes me anxious. It makes me feel sick inside. I need to know that this is the correct thing. I have to know, I have to know, I have to know. And the more you pull the energy in from the universe, the more clarification you get every day. And that doesn't necessarily mean it's easy clarification. You're probably getting signs and signals like crazy, or at least you were in the recent past, and you will continue to do so until you close this door, that it's no longer for you. Okay? Now, what's the Six of Cups about? This feels karmic at best. Six of Cups, please. There's fellow Libra. I've seen a F-ton of Taurus. Maybe, you know what? Between the two of you, you might have a lot of Taurus and Libra because you're both ruled by Venus, so that would make sense. Show me that Six of Cups, please. Show me that Six of Cups. Show me that Six of Cups. Show me that Six of Cups. Although I'm thinking about giving up calling out the signs too. People take that to a weird place. Alright, let's see that Six of Cups, please. Page of Cups. The Hermit. Nine of Cups. Oh. Oh. Yes. I do not know whom this lover is to you. They could be a soul bond you have yet to meet, or one that you know and you are prepared to re-engage with. I do not know. But your energy went from hard, and this is what I need to do, and it's in my best interest. I don't dispute it. I see it. You have all the green lights in the world from the universe. So I don't know if this is someone you've yet to meet or someone whom you've known, but your energy switched from being, I have to make this decision, and this is hard, but I'm coming to terms with it, and you are very well too. Congratulations. It's really good. Not easy, but still, I'm very proud of you. It went from that hard discernment to soft. It went very soft, very quick when it came to this soul bond, Six of Cups and the Lovers. It went very soft and understanding. Your heart feels a lot warmer when it comes to this connection. I mean, it's a lot warmer, softer. It's precious. It's very precious. Some of you might have some Virgo in your chart. It feels right to you. Like the way that you want something more encompassing and actually supportive. Something that shows the fuck up for you, loves you at the end of the day and says, honey, how was your day? And they actually mean it, right? It's a little more comprehensive than that, but you get the idea. You say that this person might fit that particular bill, Christina. The way you're unfolding your heart towards them, I would say yes. So here's the thing about this is a tricky bit. If I saw this person in past orientation, I would have an idea that you would already know them. But they're showing up on your timeline in that respect of as that door closes, one opens towards this. So there's a good chance you might know who they are. I don't know. I don't know if you just met them, if you just started to engage with them, or you have pre-existing knowledge of who this person is. It could go either way, but it's not so far out in the future that I can't say that you haven't met them yet. That soul connectivity plus the Six of Cups, nostalgia, real world memories, suggests you know who they are in some way. And your heart towards them is completely different. It feels good. And the Hermit here, walking the path of enlightenment in regards to the soul bond energy and what it has meant to you constructively as well as emotionally over time. It gives you a great deal to think about. What a good soul bond does. We often have to learn and push and pull with soul bonds, don't get me wrong, but the good ones, they stay with you. They teach you. They teach you things. Intended or unintended. Flow or against the flow. But the good ones stay. They stay in the right way, you know? Alright, let's see that Knight of Swords, please. Let's see that Knight of Swords. Let's see that Knight of Swords. But you're also showing me 4 aces. Commitment to yourself and commitment to something greater than yourself, and that's the best. That's the best. It's the best of both worlds. I never get to see it, so that's great. I say it every time, guys. Everything begins with the self. So too does commitment. When you know who you are, you know what you're about, there's no going back. You have to commit to the self, and then you understand by which standards that you will meet this life or you will not meet in this life. How else will you know what to do? So, a commitment to thyself and something greater than thyself. It's beautiful, honey. Absolutely beautiful. Let's see that Knight of Swords. Let's see that Knight of Swords. King of Cups. Three of Pentacles. Oh. Shut up. Oh, that's really sweet. That's really sweet. I can't, there's no way you don't know this person. Perhaps they came across as a friend. You know? Just a friend. You two are going to start, once it's time for you to take action, you'll know when. It will move at a pace that says this is correct. In other words, fast, but it's fast in as much as it feels right to you. So when something feels right to somebody, it can be fast and it will feel right, or it can be slow and still feel right, or it can be good speed and it still feels right. The thing is, when it's right, how fast or not fast something is will feel correct. See what I'm saying? I just know that when you know, you will take action and coordinates to it. So while it's a deep connection here, one that personally pleases you and has given you a lot to think about, there is that sense of cooperation here, but more than. It's not friendship, it's the beginning of something, but opening a heart towards it equally as friends, and then it grows. And it will grow quickly, but it's the point here is that we're cooperating on the same page, and somebody here's heart space is full in this particular subject. So we're in agreement here. We're on the same emotional page. Let's start building from here. That's why I said, oh, shut up, because it's sweet. It's not just sweet, it's considerate and it's healthy. We're on the same page. Let's start constructing from here. And when it's time to take action towards that, we will. You two have some sort of origin story that will be taking off from your reference point of aces. Okay? It's new, but not new. It's you being able to fully open up towards it on every conceivable level. Emotionally, mentally, spiritually, pentacle-wise, all that good stuff, passion, everything. It's like you get to do a reset with whomever this is. You go to ground zero. I don't know, however you want to call it. It's just, I just know that you two are on the same building block structure. Okay? And then you take it from there. What do I say about the Three of Pentacles? We start here, take it from there, see where it goes. But we already know, don't we? We already know. I like that. It's a good approach. It's a good approach. I like it. I do like it. I like it a lot. Actually, so do you. I don't have the backstory on you two. I just know that you two have some sort of origin story. We left that out today. That's okay. I'd rather focus on where you're going anyway, and I can see a little bit where you're coming from, and I think that you're making... what I think aside, and fuck thinking, I actually agree with you. I completely agree with you. I know you're making the right decision. Okay. I know you're making the right decision. And I hope that you can see that as well. And mind you, I don't know how long you were doing this. You have something to say? Does this mean something more to you than we're doing fine or we're getting by? You got anything else to say on this subject? I think you were doing that for a long time. Okay. You gave best effort, but best effort was not given back to you. And you can only deal with that kind of thing for so long. I don't know what made you think... honey, they opened up with the Wheel of Fortune, Three of Pentacles. Like I said, Three of Pentacles, Three of Cups, the Sun. That's perfectly fine when you're starting out. And you two, with this person, you're not actually starting out, but it is an agreement that you are on the same emotional page. Let's build it from here. Okay, fine. So you might be getting reacquainted with this person. I don't know. I don't know if it's brand new, a soul bond you've yet to meet, or somewhere in between. A connection that you finally get to go full tilt into. Okay, with all aces. Ace, ace, ace. I don't know. But I can tell you this. Time having gone by in a commitment, and this is what it looks like. Nah. That's a big nah. Look at where you're coming from. Look at where that person is. You're not on the same page, nowhere near it. Perhaps you were once upon a time. But even once upon a time, honey, all stories must end. Okay? So what story do you want to see yourself in that will end the way that you want it? Yeah? Commitment to the self. Okay. Moving forward. Okay. Moving forward. You are moving forward. It's interesting because the definition here doesn't match the concept. I do see you moving forward. Trying to forget you, trying not to let memories haunt me. That could be the soul bond we're looking at today. Cold-hearted right here. No confusion about who that pertains to. I feel like you don't care. You got anything to say about this? You gonna fight for this, or you just gonna argue that you're present but you're not really present? We both know it. That you're contributing to this, but you're not really. You always got an excuse. I feel like when they got into it, you know what it feels like? And it's so gross. That's why I don't like it. And I know too many people like this, or I did. You meet them more, I think, in college when people are talking about their future goals and how silly some people sound. But it's like, I know I've heard people talk like this. I just want a commitment, and then I can give everything up, and I don't have to try anymore. That's what this feels like. Now, did it start out in love? Sure. Did it start out with bigger goals and aspirations, and I'm going to keep this forever, and it's always going to mean the same thing to me ever? Yeah. I just feel like when the commitment took effect, this person started opting out. I opt out of work. I opt out of real contribution. I opt out of deeper feelings. Marriage is not an opt-out clause, guys. So I don't know who the hell you connected with that's like, oh, marriage is just one big excuse to opt out. No, marriage is literally the definition of opting in. So, yeah. Now, this, you're showing me a definition of proper opting out. I'm opting out of this because I don't know why you're in this, but it ain't for the good reasons of opting in. Where did you ever really opt in? Because, yeah, I know too many people who think marriage is the ultimate, I can give this up now energy. I don't have to worry about how I look anymore. I don't have to be attractive anymore. I don't have to work anymore. It's just disgusting. And I can't, gross. I personally, I'm very removed from that kind of mentality. I don't understand it. I can't not imagine being an active participant in my own life and then have the gall to turn around and blame the other person because I'm not happy. It's like, no, honey, I don't understand that shit. I don't understand it. I don't get it. 6 months from now. Okay, I was about ready to say, when are these doors finally closing and one's going to open? For some of you, 6 months. Divine timing is at play. For some of you, some critical energy is going to happen around October. I don't know why, but I feel it's like your soul bond. Not this. I don't know why. I couldn't tell you why. Divine timing is at play, but there's something here about October being important. I don't know what that is, but it feels like the soul bond, maybe you connect or reconnect with them. I can't tell. Between all the aces and the soul bond connectivity, it's like you get to have this person without... I don't know how to explain it. I can't tell what your two's connectivity is. Is it past? Is it present? Is it future? It's a little bit of both. Perhaps you two have weaved in and out of each other's lives for years, but you've never really gone full aces with each other. See what I'm saying? And with that kind of connectivity, it's perfectly plausible. I can't say that it's not there. There, I said it. Okay, 6 months from now, it has more to do with this. That door closing, I believe. But yes, October feels important to your other person. And November, that's what I'm saying. Are they Scorpio? They could be. I mean, it's the height of that particular season. After we come down from yours, we go into Scorpio. So that could just be the season I'm seeing. October, November, guys. Something to do critically with your person. I did see that King of Cups. It's possible. Honey, everything's possible. Anything's possible. Anything except for that. That's done. And it's unfortunate, and I'm sorry that they have that disposition, but it's not what you committed to. And if that's not who they are, that's for them to discover on their time and on their terms. You can't live life for them, and you can't make them opt in any more than they already have. You just can't. Draw a line under it, be done with it. Okay. Like always, yours are very engaging. This one spoke very heavily today. It was very sharp, very defined. No more fuzzy bullshit. And I think that's it. That's the Libra I'm looking at, isn't it, honey? You're done with the fuzzy bullshit, the overworked. I'm in this, so you're clearly not. I keep looking at you thinking shit's going to change, and it never does. You never show me any more appreciation or love. You know what? What the fuck is this? Yeah. I know it's very simplified. Here's the thing. You did your time, and they're like, I'm killing time. Do you see the difference? You did your time, and they're just killing time, honey. I don't know that they're a bad person, but being connected to you makes them weak, because anyone who chooses to opt out of life like that, they don't seem to be thriving anymore as a person being connected to you, so perhaps they can thrive better without you. Either way, I see you taking way off thriving because you're doing the right thing. That's enough. Sorry, I just wanted to impress that point upon you. MWH, Camel, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, also the conservation of one's feelings, really making very little work a very long way, which is what the camel does. It's an amazing creature. Having that reservation system to tap into to keep you going through long fucking stretches. The letter A. That's funny because it was attached to the anchor symbol. So some of you feel like you are weighed down or attached to possibly letter A. I know that's far reaching. It's just the way it was sitting was interesting. You probably couldn't see it though. But yeah, the anchor, I'm stuck. And also emotional attachment, or the wrong kind of emotional attachment. Or for some of you, you want a stronger emotional attachment. Okay. The kind that makes you want to stay, properly stay and anchor to it. Okay. For yourself and to be part of something bigger. Healthy anchoring. The rabbit from Alice in Wonderland. I bet. No time to say hello, goodbye, I'm late. I bet. I see that right there. Okay. And the goldfish of Pisces, doesn't have to be Pisces, but it's that sense of emotional freedom, swimming in my emotions. I am in tune with my emotions. I know what I feel. I know what I want. I know what I want to experience. Prosperity and emotions and wanting to express them. Okay, that's enough of that. Okay, you know what's funny? These letters, WHAM spells wham. I had no reason to notice that, but I did, and now that I've noticed it, I can't unnotice it. So I don't know. Wait, I don't know. For some people, this reading might have hit really hard today. I don't know why, because the Libra I'm seeing, it's already with you. It's already with you. Very much so. Put in the comments. I hope this helped you. Take care. Be well.